Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Steven, and today I am doing a Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD for the Wii U. I am emulating this game using the cemu emulator. It's an emulator that emulates Wii U games on PC, and it emulates them really well. It has its own custom graphics packs for each game that the community has developed, which makes the games look a lot better than they did on the Wii U, even though the Wii U was already a 1080p console. Now, this game is a 30 FPS game. I was gonna download a 60 FPS hack for it. However, this game cannot be played properly in 60 frames per second because it wasn't made for that. It was made for 30. But as you can see, this little opener looks really beautiful, and honestly, I think the emulation looks really good, even though it's still in 1080p. But there's extra shaders and all that, and for controller emulation, it's emulating the Wii U Pro controller. This is my normal save file I've just been playing the game with, because I do play it casually on this emulator. I am not going to stick with the name link. I will go with my own name. However, I'm not going to go with Steven, because I already have a file named Steven. I'm going to go with Stevo, which is my nickname that my friends call me at school, or mostly mostly my teachers call me this, but sometimes my friends will call me Stevo, but that's essentially my nickname. So, and then for the horse, I am gonna stick with the name Epona, which is the default name. There's both hero mode and normal mode. The difference is, so hero mode, which is added in for Twilight Princess HD, it wasn't in the original Twilight Princess, nor on the GameCube or the Wii version. It's where the damage you take is double, and no hearts will be dropped for advanced players only. So, I'm definitely not an advanced player, so we're going to be playing normal mode. But this is the very first Zelda game I ever played. Well, I played the original Twilight Princess on the Wii. I never completed the game, but it was the first Zelda game I ever played, and it's also my favorite Zelda game so far. Tell me, do you ever feel a strange sadness as dusk falls? They say it's the only time when our world intersects with theirs. The only time we can feel the lingering regrets of spirits who have left our world. This guy is essentially Link's mentor. This is why loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight. But enough talk of sadness. I have a favor to ask of you, Stevo. I was supposed to deliver something to the royal family of Hyrule the day after tomorrow. Yes. Alright, yes. It was a task set to me by the mayor. But would you like to go in my stead, or... I think so. I think that's what he said. You have never been to Hyrule, right? Nope. In the kingdom of Hyrule, there is a great castle, and around it is Castletown, a community far bigger than our little village, and far bigger than Hyrule is the rest of the world that God's created. You should look upon it all with your own eyes. Yeah, that guy is essentially our mentor, is Link's mentor in this game. It is getting late, we should head back to the village. I will talk to the mayor about this matter. Man, this game looks really gorgeous, especially with it being remade in HD. And honestly, it wasn't that many years ago that this game was remade. Well, it was like 6 years ago, honestly. But, this game was remade only 1 year before the Switch came out. Like, I'm pretty sure not long after this game released, the Switch was at least an announced system. Or like Nintendo announced that the Switch would be coming in 2017, because this game came out a year before the Switch came out. I'm surprised they actually didn't try to hold off this game for an extra year and just make it on the Switch and then release it alongside Breath of the Wild. Well, though, to be fair, I think everyone would completely shit their pants if Nintendo released 2 Zelda games at the exact same time. Or they could do Twilight Princess HD on both the Wii U and the Switch, like they did with Breath of the Wild. And except no one would then care about the Wii U version, just like no one cared about the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild. No one did. Though it's the perfect version to emulate, though, it's better to emulate than the Switch one. Hey, Steve-O, you there? Hey, you mind helping me herd the goats? They ain't listening to me lately. Well, that sounds like your problem. Also, another thing is, like, the HD remakes also allow, the HD remakes, this one also allows you to skip all possible cutscenes that are around. Hey, where's Epona? Yeah, that one girl took Epona, so essentially, oh yeah, here I'm gonna go and pick up this rock. There's a rupee. I have to remember the aim button. It's, hey, watch this. Look, you can just throw a rock at people in this game. I love how, like, this game just undermines all the physics when it comes to people. Like you can just throw rocks at them and it just works. Just like what Bethesda said, it just works. 'Cause it does. It just works. Trust me, it just works. Alright, but anyways, we have to go over here so we can go get Epona. Because Epona was taken over here to get a nice little bath. Oh, hi, Steve-O. I washed Epona for you. Yeah, so essentially this girl, I believe her name is Ilya, or some, either that or it's something very similar, but she's essentially she's the mayor's daughter in this game, and she loves Epona. She loves our horse, so she always, helps the horse out. Epona works really hard, so I thought she deserved a treat. Oh, but listen, Steve-O, could you do something for me? Can you use a piece of grass to play that song for me? You know, the one that Epona likes? And so that is essentially teaching you a part of this game that's going to be important later, and this is the horseshoe grass, so if you grab it, you can play it. And it plays a part of Epona's song from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, as well as Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. It's the song that Mallow teaches you in that game. And it's a song that in that game you use it to call Epona once you're able to use Epona, and then in this game it also allows you to call over Epona. So if Epona isn't around, you can pick up the horseshoe grass and just play it. In Ocarina of Time, you actually had to get out your ocarina and play Epona's song. It's such a nice melody. Epona looks really happy. Well, she's all prettied up now, so I suppose you can ride her back, but don't make her do too much, okay? And an interesting trick you guys can do is, so if you approach Epona from behind and jump on her from behind, it'll go on ahead and have her have a dashing start without using any of the dash meters that are on the bottom screen I'll use when I'm pressing the A button right here. But anyways, so what I'm gonna go on ahead and do now is I'm gonna go to the little village, and we have to go to the ranch so we can go round up the goats. But this is the village. It's Ordon Village. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and head up this way. This is where you need to go for the ranch. Now, in the village, you actually cannot dash with the opponent in the village, because I think it's because there's not enough room in the village, or like there's too many people running around, so it just doesn't let you do it. But here's the Ordon Ranch, and here's where you go to round up the goats. Essentially, Link works here, basically. Sorry to get you over here in such a hurry, Steve-O. These guys have been awfully skittish lately. They won't listen to a word I say. Sorry to ask, bud, but how's about you and Epona herd 'em into a barn real quick? We ain't got much time, so you think you can do it for me? Yes. And you do have to do this, by the way. Much obliged there, bud. Okay then, going ahead and all these little scamps into the barn for me. Okay. Something that you actually can do is, if you go on ahead and you slowly approach all of them from behind, it's actually the easiest way to kind of rile them all up. And so one of the best things to do is instead of whooping right away, just kind of lightly push a lot of them in, because if you whoop, a lot of them will actually start running away from you, or they'll start running away in general. You kind of want to get quite a few around for you to be able to do that, but yeah. Now, because there's not that many around right now, I think it is safe for us to start whooping, so you can do this. And that makes them move quicker. Be careful, though, to do that in front of them, because they may charge at you. Because that's just kind of like what they like to do. Here, if I whoop them, one will run in one direction, the other one will run in a different direction. So that one went to the barn, but this one went over here. So now that one will go to the barn. But yeah, you also cannot dash when doing this, but it kind of makes sense because you don't need to be dashing. However, once we kind of get back into overworld mode, on the ranch, you can dash around the ranch if you want to, because the ranch is a place where you're also allowed to practice riding your horse. Like, you can practice jumping over all the fences and everything, for example. But yeah, you can see that as I'm trying to get all the horses, or all the goats in, I'm really just trying to make sure I'm not whooping incorrectly. But yeah, so now I don't know why these goats have been skittish towards this poor guy, but yeah. All right, come on. There we go. And we got all 10 of them in. I bet you took me way too long. Steve-O, Epona, much obliged to both of y'all. I can cover everything tomorrow without having to trouble you, so just sit back and relax, bud. Oh, but how's about today? Want to practice with the fences? Just a spell, bud. I'll get the fences for us, or whatever. Oh, sorry that took so long. Okay, then y'all ready to ride all you want? Y'all get tired of riding? Just jump over the gate, over the gate, and head back to the village. Okay, bud? And so, essentially, if you dash with Epona, you can jump over gates, including this one. In fact, that's how you actually get in and out of the ranch. Sometimes you actually do have to dash through it. You have to dash over the fence. So now it's going to ask us if we want to save. Yes, we do. Right. Hey, wake up, Steve-O. It's morning already. Alright, and so this is Link's house. It's a really nice, it's honestly a really nice house. And also, later in the game, once we get the lantern, there's something down here that you can go on ahead, I believe, and pick up. Though we can't really see anything down here right now, so there's really no use in coming down here. But once you have the lantern, there's more use to coming down here. But Link has a nice treehouse, honestly. Like, it's kind of like it's interesting, because if we kind of go up here, so over here you can see that we got the ranch guy and the goat. We got pictures of them. I don't know why we have a picture of a goat. Over here we have a picture of us and Epona. Then we have a picture of the 3 kids. They are Beth, Mallow, and Talo. Then this out here is just a little window. Now the real question is, where's Link's bed? Also, I don't know why we just have a little thing for our window for a window upstairs. And also, it's like, where is Link's bed? I still want to know where Link's bed is, but I guess he doesn't sleep. Or he just doesn't sleep on a bed. But if we go and drop down right here, we can go and talk to these 3. Oh, Steve-O, did you hear? They're selling a slingshot at the store right now. A slingshot. I wonder how powerful it is. I must try it. Talo, if you and Mallow want it so badly, just buy it at my parents' shop. Do you see any rupees in my hand? I can't afford that thing. Come on, Beth. Can't you just loan it to us for a while? You know I'd get in trouble for that. If you 2 want it, save up your allowances or something. But our allowances are terrible. Oh, I wish I was born into a family with a slingshot instead of one with a water well. So what that bit there is doing is it's explaining to you that essentially what that rupees are a form of currency. That they put that in there for people who are new to the Legend of Zelda franchise. Hi, Steve-O. I finished the fishing rod I was making. I thought I'd give it to you the first thing in the morning, but my dad said you just wait until Steve-O comes to get it. That's why I didn't bring it to you. Dad's out today, so would you ask my mom about it? I think she's by the river. Also, if I try to take get Epona, Colin over here, who is the son of our mentor, he will tell us to give Epona a day off because we have a day off too. So we essentially are going to go in the village by ourselves, and Colin really looks up to Link, and so do the other kids as well. So pretty much the kids that we have met so far, they really look up to Link quite a bit. So what you want to do is, so we're going to go ahead and talk to Colin's mom. She's right here. You okay? Hey. There we go. Oh, good morning to you. Did you come by to get the fishing rod that Colin made? I'm really sorry, but would you hear me out first? You have not seen a cradle floating by here, have you? It's a baby's cradle made of finely woven tree bark. Oh, such a misfortune. How far could it have drifted, I wonder? So, essentially what you want to do is you want to come over here. Oh. You want to come over here. Yo, Steve-O, up here, I want to talk to you. Press A while holding ZL so we can chat. So then you want to hold, so then you can hold ZL and press A to speak. There's a different button combination if you're playing the GameCube version or the Wii version of this game. But this is the button combination for the HD Wii U version. Hey, there you go, over here. Yeah, your voice carries well, as usual. Maybe you can teach my tykes that you gotta press A while ZL targeting to talk to people from a distance. They don't get it. So listen, why don't you climb up those vines up here. There, Steve-O. Yo, there you are. Check this out. You know Sarah at the general store? Well, isn't that our cat over there? He's just been sitting there next to my house, having a staring contest with the creek. You don't suppose he's thinking he's gonna catch a fish, do you? Haha, a cat can't catch no fish. Well, I gotta be honest, I don't think this guy understands that in real life, cats catch fish all the time. And, like cats can catch fish, it's just cats don't like water. Anyway, that's not what I was meaning to talk to you about. I want you to take a look at something. See the grass growing there on the edge of the rock? Haven't I seen you whistling with that stuff? I figure it's pretty rare. He's just gonna, and basically he's telling us to go and do that, but you can actually skip this grass over here and come over to this grass. This is also where you can grab a blue rupee. And essentially this is hawk grass, and when you blow through it, what it does is it'll call a hawk to you. Now, if I really want to, I can actually skip the scene of the hawk coming by, but I do like looking at the visual. And this is a game where I actually don't mind any of the cutscenes, and even if these were unskippable cutscenes, it's not that bad. So what you want to do is over here where the monkey is, you want to go ahead and throw the hawk towards the monkey to get the baby cradle from the monkey. And so that you can give this back to Colin's mom. So now what I'm going ahead and do, jump here, jump here, jump here, and now I'm going to go and give this to Colin's mom. And then here's a cutscene. Oh, Steve-O, that cradle. Did you go to your trouble to find it for me? My thanks to you. Oh, that reminds me. There's something I'm supposed to give you. Do you think you could carry the cradle, carry that cradle and come with me back to my house? And here's the thing. You don't have to wait for her to walk. You can actually just walk up here, and it'll be like she just got right here, so that you don't have to wait. My thanks to you, Steve-O. Yes, I had nearly forgotten I'm supposed to give this to you. Alright, here you go. You got a fishing rod. And then it just tells you a bunch of stuff of like what a fishing rod can do. And then she's talking about how Colin made it. So, now what you want to do in this game, so, no, it's not here, sorry, it's not there. So what you want to do is come on over where there's water, not exactly like where I'm standing, but in general you're gonna want to, I'm trying to think of it. Yeah, so what you're gonna want to do is I have to find the exact spot. So you want to find where a general place where there's a big body of water, and then you want to equip the fishing rod. So if you hit start, it'll bring up this menu right here, and I can go ahead and set it to my X, Y, or R items. I'm gonna go ahead and set it to X, and I'm going to press X, and I'm gonna press it again to go ahead and use it. And once the thing kind of goes down all the way, that's when you're gonna want to do that, or that's when you're gonna want to, and that's when you're gonna want to try to pull it. When it starts doing that, when it starts shaking, all that. So you just want to wait here a second. It won't be nice and still. I think I did see a fish come by. Alright, I'm gonna keep trying it again. Alright, there we go. Fish on. And then you just want to keep holding it. And you can also tilt back the analog stick as well. You cut a gringo, 11 inches. And if you catch if you catch an 11 inch, then the cat will go in and take it from you, and Link's like so shocked that the cat took it. And then the cat will go back inside its house. Essentially, Beth's mom owns the shop, but you can keep fish inside the collection. So I can go in and go back in here, and I can put a fish in my pouch once I catch another one. God damn it. Yeah, I like really quickly try to like catch like another one and put it in our collection, but it's not that special. Alright. But yeah, if you move the analog stick around it can help you sometimes. But there we go, I got an 11 inch. And you can also get hearts for doing that too, which is another nice thing. So if I go down here to my collection, don't think it's in here, but essentially, I think you can hold a fish in your inventory. But anyways, you want to go ahead and proceed over to the shop right here. And another way you can tell that it's the shop is you can see the cat door right next to the normal door. P.S. Sierra's sunrise. Oh, Steve-O, you must simply hear this. My little Kitty cat is so amazing. Today he caught a fish all by his little old self. How do you think he caught it? Maybe he's a genius. Oh, just look. Isn't he so cute? The way he laps up that milk. Say, my dear, why don't you have some too? I'm in a good mood, so it's on the house today. You get a milk bottle, and this will essentially replenish 3 hearts. Also, I can also buy from her as well. So, for instance, you need 30 rupees to get the slingshot, but you can always buy more milk for 10 rupees. You can also buy bee larva for 10 rupees as well. It's good for fishing bait, mostly. But right now, we only have 10 rupees, so we don't have enough for the slingshot, but that is the next thing that you are going to want to buy in this game, is you're going to want to get the slingshot next, or if as soon as possible. If you want to talk to this guy right here, he's going to tell you about the beehive that's above his house. And so, if you want to take care of that, what you can do is climb up here and go to the hawk grass that's right here and play it. But you can see if I just hit skip, I'll just get the hawk. But anyways, I want to go and locate the beehive. The beehive is right here. And then the hawk will hit it, and it'll hit the beehive on the ground. And then I believe you can also collect some bee larvae that way as well. Alright. So I go and talk to him. And he's all about how the hawk was able to get it down, and he's really happy. You can scoop this, but I believe you need an empty bottle for it. I don't think you can just use the milk bottle because, well, you can't have bee larvae and milk together. And if you ever see anything up in the top of my screen that says like compiling or something about shaders, that's just because my emulator is compiling like brand new shaders or doing like brand new compilations. Okay, I want to make sure I get back up here. You got 5 rupees, and I think this is the yellow one. Oh crap. Okay, I'm trying to get the yellow one because the yellow one's worth 10 rupees, and we're 15 away from being able to purchase the slingshot and some pellets because the kids are going to want the slingshot, so it's good to try and get enough rupees to go on and get that. And you will need it for story progression really soon, though. You got 10 rupees. Now, I believe, if I remember right, so I'm pretty sure that the yellow rupees, which are the rupees that are worth 10 rupees, were a new concept in Twilight Princess, actually. I don't think they were in any previous Zelda game, and they have been used in Zelda games that came out after this, like such as Skyward Sword. Well, actually, for a while, Skyward Sword was the one that was used after this, but pretty much. But yeah, they did use yellow rupees in Skyward Sword as well, but I'm pretty sure they started in Twilight Princess, either that or they started in Wind Waker, but they definitely were not used in like the early Zelda games. They're newer, but they're not exactly new. And there we go, we have more than enough rupees to go in and purchase the slingshot. That's going to be our next story progression right here, is we're going to go ahead and go back to the shop and purchase the slingshot real quick. And then we'll go ahead and show it to the kids. Dang, it's already been 28 minutes. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end off this video here. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like and comment as well to give feedback on the video. If this is the first video you see by me, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.